surgical, physical when I'm lyrical. So bad it now with medical, something critical. It's gonna take a miracle. Bright lights for some spiritual, written down like biblical. I finally reached the pinnacle. Yeah. Welcome to the house, the one they talking about. Word of mouth, the boxing playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
Bienvenido a Boxing Playhouse Latin America. Yo aquí con Dani Santiago y Ray Sosa. Esta semana tenemos a Coach Louie Acevedo. We have Orande from the United Boxing Club in Leesburg, Florida. They're going to be joining us in a few minutes. But esta semana otra vez vamos a hablar en inglés. How you doing, Ray? What's your week been like, man? You know, I got a lot of good topics to talk about. How's your week been?
Been all right. Weather's getting nice now. You know, we're getting into that little spring summer type thing.
Okay.
I'm all right.
Hey, listen, brother, we got an action-packed weekend of. I mean, there's a lot of fights coming up right now, man. And one especially here, we'll talk about it later on. Maybe Sakura will chime in later on if we have the pleasure of talking to it. But there's a lot of fights coming up, man. We got Valdez, Wilson. The press conference was today. Oscar Valdez against Liam Wilson. That's for the WBO interim title. I mean, Rosa versus Reyes and DR. You got and Billy versus McMudov. Man, we got a lot of fights. First and foremost, my brother, I like to talk about a few things that are going on. I want to give a shout out to one of my friends, Icon Boxing Promotions. They did a show here in Colombia. It was incredible. I mean, beautiful Santa Marta right now, and they had a great show. I want to announce this first. Even Sakura doesn't even know this. I have another one of my guys. His name is Luis Tenorio. Luis Tenorio. He's going to be fighting April 27th in Miami. He's 10-0. We're stepping him up. And, you know, me and you talk about this all the time. You know, kids like that, if they can't show their grit early, they're not going to show when it's late. You know what I mean? And I'd rather find out now if he's going to measure up or not. Me and you feel the same way when it comes to these things. This kid's got 10 fights. He's been around the block. He's won titles and he's won certain things. I'm pretty excited about this, man. And before we go any further, I mean, I know you don't know Luis Tenorio, but your son is very well of who he is. They used to spar with each other. And this is a big move, man. This is a third kid I get a visa and it's life altering. It's life altering, my brother.
What about Alex?
Alex, well, I don't want to shy away from Lewis, but Alex fights May 31st. What I'm being told, there's going to be a title eliminator, Alexander Castro. He's going to be fighting in a title eliminator. But like I said, Alex has already been to the States. He's already, he's already fought. He's won a couple titles. He's going to fight a title eliminator. But it is no small miracle that, no short of a miracle, that I got a kid with 10 fights fighting in Miami for the WBA NABA title, super featherweight.
Good for him, man.
Division, and he's the real deal, man. This kid, he was 16 years old. His mom's died about 4 months before I met him. His father's absent. You know, he basically, when everybody left town where I live at here in Colombia, he stood here with me, and he's like my son. And this is a big step for him. You know, he's 23 years old, and he's going to show and prove, man. But look, the talker everybody's talking about right now, man, you know, I got to give kudos. I've been talking to Coach Milton. You know, look, man, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, bro. Everybody's talking about it. You got to give credit where credit's due. Look, whether you like him or not, he's bringing eyes to the TV. He's bringing people on social media. He's putting money in fighters' pockets. And get this, I just read this today. Thanks to Sakura Armstrong, Boxing Playhouse Honcho. He's training at the Olympic Training Center with the amateurs, bringing attention and awareness and support for amateur boxing. Bro, you got to respect that, Ray. No matter what you think about him personally or not, the dude he's a smart guy. He's bringing awareness to boxing. He's putting more asses in seats, and more people are buying pay-per-views. How can you go wrong with that, Ray? Tell me, talk to me. Are you starting to come around to this guy or what?
I think he got a hell of an advisor. He got an advisor to put him up to that. His advisor, the guy with the glasses, is the one that pumped all this up from the very beginning. I don't know his name, but I know that's one of his advisors, and he's giving him the great advice. Look, in the beginning, I could, yeah. First of all, I didn't know he was born in Puerto Rico. I found that out. Then, in the beginning, when he started, he was coming up a little, wish-washy. Now it's a different thing, but in the beginning, of course, I didn't want to hear about him because the way he was coming up, what is it, KSI, these other people. Now we got to see what happens. I'll tell you right now, though, he's saying that he got a hard rock chin. Unless Mike is gonna hold back, I don't see how Mike ain't gonna knock him out. I don't see how.
Ray, where I come from. I came from the Catskills. You knew me back then when I was up there. There's no bigger advocate for Mike than me. At what point in your life do you get too long in the tooth? Age, Father Time beats everybody. I don't care how he looks working out. I don't care. Like, look, I had an argument with somebody about Tupac, right? And I had an argument about Mike because I like Mike a lot, People used to call me Tyson when I used to fight. Remember, I used to fight. I used to have that little peekaboo style and all that. At the end of the day, man, Father Time kicks our asses. And Mike is Mike. But 58-year-old Mike, I'm not the same person at 52 that I was at 22. And I don't care who it is, man. Look, I mean no disrespect to Mike. He's a legend. There's some things that as much as I like him and I admire him and I mimic my style in my early ages after him, to me, to call him the baddest man on the planet, I don't know. Maybe he is, because when it gave time to step up, and I love Mike. Remember this, I'm saying this with no disrespect, but when it came for him to step up and beat some dude that had some whiskers on their teeth, on their chin, it was what it was. Let's be honest with each other. You know what I'm saying? And a guy like who was it? Was it Peter McNeely or was somebody who was it that beat him? It's not out of the realm of possibility that a guy half your age can come out and pull a Mickey on you and maybe pull a rabbit out his ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. Age is age, Ray. Look, me and you met, I was 17 years old. I'm 40, I'm 52. You understand what I'm saying to you? When you see me, I was a young buck at the gym. I'm the same size, right? But at the same time, I'm not that same dude. I can't do this.
I got a question. I got a question.
But yeah, talk to me.
I got a question for you. Just answer it yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Can you still knock somebody out?
Can he or me?
You.
Yeah, no doubt. I can, but my reflexes are not the same.
Okay, we already know that. I've been in this guy. I know that. I'm not new in here. I know all that. The point I'm making, Tyson's still hitting hard.
Okay, I still hit hard. We lose speed.
Yeah, but Tyson got. Listen, Tyson got speed. I don't care. I know when they say, the video, guy, bro. At the end of the day, the video shows the speed. Now, is he gonna have the stamina? That's different. The power and speed is there, and the reflexes are still there. Does he have the stamina?
Well, look, man, you and I both know. Mike is Mike. He does this thing. He lives an extraordinary life. I think ever since he was a kid, Mike's from the hood, but I'm from the hood too. I don't remember everything that when I lived on Southern Boulevard by Hunts Point. You know what I'm saying? I'm 52 years old. I walked into a better life. I moved to Florida and I lived a better life, right? Look, let's face it. Mike is from, but let's keep it 100. But at the same time, when you adopted by custom model, you went up to the Catskills. I lived there. I know what it's like there. And your first car is a Cadillac, and you're worth whatever $500 million. look, man, you know, at the end of the day, I wake up every day. I'm down in weight. You told me to get in shape. Maybe something will come up. I'm in shape, right? I'm getting weight. I was 238. I'm 218 right now. I lost a lot of weight. But you know, when I start running, man, it takes me a little while to get going. And you know me better than anybody. I never did drugs. I don't drink. I never smoke. I don't do any of those things. So you got somebody who's abused their body physically and mentally. You know what I'm saying? That's got to take a toll, right? I mean, let's keep it. Look, I don't want to be a hater because I love Mike. I don't even know Jake Paul. I just know people that work for him. I don't know Jake Paul. I've never met him. I'll probably never meet him. I mean, I threw my hat in the ring to see if you need some work and shit, you know. But you know, Milton, you know, we spoke about Milton. Milton hit me up, you know, we're gonna see what's up. But the reality is, man, age is age. I'll be playing around with my kids, man. And I got to remove my kid Alex, and I feel like I was having an asthma attack, man. And I don't even smoke. I never smoke. You know what I'm saying? It's just different.
I say this, man. I say this. Does he really want to lose to a Jake Paul and jeopardize everything why he's still famous to this day? A loss to him, whether he's old, young, whatever it is, would devastate his whole credibility as the beast that he was. So he got to knock this guy out. He got to knock him out. He can't even let this guy go. Hold on. He can't even let this guy go the distance. What am I saying behind that? He's still training right now. If he gets the stamina.
I mean, what we see, yo, Ray, I sent you a videotape. I mean, I look good in my video too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm trying to
get that. I get that. Aaron said that. You saying that. I'm sorry. I understand that. I'm number one to understand that. But I'm saying that we talking about Mike effing Tyson. That looks still, for his age. I mean, dude, when you watch the Joe Rogan show, that show, he don't talk crap. You know, he said the same thing. The guy, for his age, looking tremendous for that age. Now, again, I know fighting is different. But do you really think he's going to jeopardize that? He's going to try to get in the best shape he can to beat this guy, for sure, and hopefully knock him out. I'm sorry, hold on up. If he don't do it, D, if he don't do it, they're gonna mock him. They're gonna mock him.
No, yeah, listen. You know, Mike is a businessman. People think that Mike is, I don't know what people think of Mike. Mike's not a stupid dude. I mean, he reads, he's incredibly intelligent. You know, it was a funny story that when I met Kevin Rooney, me and my mother met Kevin Rooney. Right. I was like 17 years old or whatever, 16, 17 years old. And Kevin told my mother, yo, I'm taking this kid to the Catskills. My mom's like, all right, you know, summertime. Like, no, summertime, drop him out of school, you know, let him get his GED, and he gonna be the champ, right? My mom's like, yo, what are you smoking? My son's gonna my son is gonna at least get a high school diploma. You're like, you crazy? You only got like 8 months left, you know? And on some real shit. I mean, Kevin was gangster, right? But, you know, Mutan saying that, I mean, Mutan, we got to talk about Mutan because Mutan is like brothers to Mike. But Mike, speaking about Mike, he's a super smart dude, man. He doesn't do anything by everything with him is calculated. You know, every business move, every fight that he takes. I didn't even think the biting on the knee wasn't even a mistake, man. Like he thought about doing it. You know, he was getting lumped up a little bit, getting hit with elbows, and he bit him. I mean, that's what happens.
He was getting headbutted. It was headbutted.
Yeah, no doubt. He was getting headbutted. He was getting elbowed. He was getting roughed up. When he's used to being the guy roughing up, and then you had Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield's a rough dog. I mean,
they told him to nibble the ear, not bite it. They told him to bite the ear as a warning, not to take it off.
Well, you know, you get a heated mode and that adrenaline's pumping, and you getting your ass kicked a little bit. Your reaction is your reaction. Let's call it what it is, man. He was getting shit. Like I said, it sounds crazy because I love Mike. Everybody knows that. I used to wear no socks, black pants, black shorts, and no shirt, you know. And he's called me Tyson. Like, I got love for him, you know. But I call a spade, man. Like, you know, for me, it bothers me, man, because even though I like what Jake Paul's doing, and I like what he's doing for boxing, and you know what? I even like the money he's putting in Mike's bank account because they both got a tremendous amount of followers. They both got incredible business sense. Even if he's not really coming up with the idea, he's smart enough to listen to somebody who's coming up with the idea. Let's keep it real, right? And Mike got his bag. So, you know, I got nothing but love for him. Mike's making another nice little paycheck to you know, get in, you know, add to the arsenal of money that he has, add to the bank account that he has. You know, I had the opportunity of meeting Mike's son in Jamaica. Super duper kid, you know, incredible kid, and his ex-wife, you know, super smart guy, you know what I mean? Huge, just a big guy, a little bit bigger than Mike, you know? And I just, you know, I don't know, look, I can't say I wouldn't do it. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, you know? And one of it, I appreciate what Jake's doing. On the other side of it, I don't want to see Mike embarrass himself, even though he's going to embarrass himself and laugh his way all the way to the bank. You know what I'm saying? So the reality of it is they both win. You know, it's just idolizing him my whole life. I realized, you know, when I was in Morris Park with you, I started steering away from the custom model style because it was just too hard to fight. You know, if you don't knock somebody out in the third or fourth round, you gassed out because you're going 100 miles a minute. You know what I mean? And Buster knew that, Evander Holyfield knew that, and all the other guys knew that. You know what I mean? Right?
I mean, to be honest, of course I'm always honest, but I'm saying this: if I was in Jake's position, I would try my best to take it to the distance with him. Stay away from him for a minute, weigh him down, and then go to knock him out. You know what I mean? Like, weigh him down a little bit, but he got to be on his feet. He got to be on his toes. He can't. I don't know, unless he's gonna go out there and do a stuck vest with this dude and get lucky. One of them lucky haymakers that catches him on the temple or something. I get that. That can happen.
You know,
but
go ahead.
How's that word? Status wise, he ain't supposed to win that fight, man.
Yeah, listen, I mean, like I said, my position is just a concern, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, it really adds up to money, right? So if Mike goes in there and it'd be an exhibition like he did with Roy, I mean, look, everybody knows how I feel about Roy. Me and Roy had to do some business recently and respecting each other, and I got much love for him, you know, but they took it to the cleanest, man. They made their money, they did their thing, and God bless them. I wish it was me. So maybe it's the same situation. They're obviously going to wear bigger gloves, you know, and, you know, I would hate for it to be a fight, like, you know, a registered fight, because if Mike wins, what does he win? Yeah, he wins a shitload of money, but, I mean, everybody in the world expects him to beat, you know, Jake Paul if it's a real fight. But if he loses, not just the betting odds, bro, I mean, I dare say, we live in a world that things like that happen, right? So, you know, listen, my man, it's not on the question that, you know, things could turn south and the betting odds go a different way and everybody takes that shit to the bank. I mean, I don't want that for Mike. But look, he had a beautiful exhibition. He has more money than he'll ever dream of spending. You know, I think he's even have a cultivating farm here of you know, weed. You know, he's a weed. What do you call it? You know, chronic, whatever. You know, he has a plant out here in Colombia. You know, the government granted him a license to cultivate. You know, and do those things and employ people here, right? He has more money than he knows what to do with. I mean, that guy probably has about 5 accountants. You know, so at this point, what's it about?
I don't know. It's hard to tell, but when he said this day 3, you still want to fuck with me? Or excuse my language. When he said it's day 3, you still want to F with me?
But that's all publicity. You know that's a smart move.
I get it. I get his publicity, but I'll tell you right now, that look he gave, publicity, no publicity, it looked kind of real to me. That's my opinion. It looked kind of real to me. Like, well, he's trying to say you don't belong in there with me, bro, and I'm gonna show you that. Yeah,
I mean, you know, this kid is taking it serious. You Mike, I think
He
his name
has
was-
to.
he's in
Yeah.
Los Angeles. This kid is this kid, and I call him a kid. I'm old enough to be his dad, right? And like I said, we have mutual friend Milton that works for them. Works for Paul Logan. Logan Paul. And this kid is making some serious change. He's fighting against one of the best fighters in the history of boxing. One of the most loved and cared for. I mean, everybody cared about what happened to Mike. Some people believe that he did what he did, and some people didn't. Right?
Right.
We've been at the game. We know how this game can be times, and I'm never going to disregard anything or any woman or male for that matter, right? But people still love them, and people, support him. And he's a hard luck story. Came from a group home. He got adopted by some white people in the Catskills, and they showed him love, and and he went on to do other things that he did. But at this point in time, man, I'm a little bit, I shouldn't be worried. Like I said, he's got a lot of money. I heard rumors of like $50, $100 million, some crazy number, but at some point, man, somebody has to tell this dude, yo, just chill the fuck out, stay home and do your herb, dude. Like you got Mike Tyson little bite ears, edibles and shit. You got farms in Colombia and America. Your kids are doing great. They all got money. They spend in their lifetime. Like at what point, somebody's going to embarrass him. I'm not saying it's Jake Paul, but somebody's going to embarrass him. Look, Roy is a gentleman. They didn't go out there. They got that bag, and you got to give him kudos, because Roy's a smart dude. He has a good business sense, and him and Mike go back a long ways. They got paid and they did their thing. I didn't want either one of them to get embarrassed, even though I was scheduled to fight Homeboy for a couple of times, and that was my dream situation. But the reality of it is, I don't want to see either one of them get hurt, because to me, the best heavyweights of my era were Mike, and the best fighter that I've ever seen in my life until he injured himself playing basketball, because he was such a tremendous athlete playing basketball. I think him moving up in weight and dropping back down moving up two categories and moving right back down with his knees and stuff from his basketball career, because Roy was a hell of a basketball player. I think Roy is one of the best fighters I've ever seen in my life. I spar with him, I swear to you, I feel like I was in there with 5 invisible people. It was just like insane, right? And we would have sparred with him as well, right? But I just think that when he did that thing, so when they fought each other, they got money. Things are getting expensive, and then they got that paper. But they were gentlemen with each other. They gave the public a nice little exhibition. Nobody went crazy. Mike didn't try to go for the KO. Roy didn't try to use his speed and do all that stuff. I'm hoping it's something like that, man. That'll still be entertaining. I'd pay to watch that. I'd pay to watch him and Jake Paul do something like that.
How many weeks we away from the fight now?
I think if I'm not mistaken, it's in June, right? It's in June, so we're ways away. If I'm not mistaken, probably let me know.
Yo, this is what I'm trying to tell you. You think that with all this time Mike got, he's not going to be in some kind of shape?
Listen, there's no doubt. He's going to be in shape. But look,
some kind of shape.
You took a Chevy 1957 Chevy or whatever, right? And it's in mint condition, bro, right? And it takes good. You took good care of that car. Then you got a brand new, I don't know, Lexus or Lamborghini or some shit, or a brand new, same kind of car. It's going to take a little while to gear back up, no matter how good you change the order, you do all those things, man. I don't care who it is. We're talking about cars, right? But the same thing with a person, man. When I get up in the morning and I'm starting to do my little road work and I'm starting to do my things because I'm trying to get in some type of halfway shape, bro, I'm like a choo-choo train. I'm just like, okay, here we go. By the time I get down 2 blocks, I'm picking up to the pace. It's just different. Look, let's change the subject, my brother. We got some amazing fights coming up. We got Costa Zoo. We already know that one time Thurman had an injury, he hurt his bicep. Fendora, man, what do you think about that fight, right? That's a danger. I got opinions about both of these fights, man, but I like Costa Zoo and I like Fendora, man. That dude is an absolute freak of nature. You got like Sasquatch against, you know, the Munchkins, bro. I mean, that's the difference in height. Did you see the weigh-in? The dude was looking up like this. It was crazy.
Yeah, and he fights on the inside though, because he can't see well. He can't see well, so
could that be his downfall?
Yes, if he fights Costa Zoo on the inside, he just might get knocked out. Didn't he lose?
Costa Zoo's a dad. Tim Zoo. I said it wrong. My bad.
Tim Zoo will knock him out if he fights. Well, that's what I heard. He can't see very well, so he fights on the inside. If he uses, look, common sense. He uses the reach. Tim Zoo shouldn't be able to touch him. But this guy, Fundura, he doesn't use his reach. He goes inside on you, and he does it well. But then what? He's fighting a puncher. So didn't he lose recently? He got upset, right? They upset him.
Yeah. He did, but he came back out of W. He's just, I like his power. I like punching down when that weight's coming down. It's different. Yeah, you're right. The inside game might be a benefit to Tim, but you know, he's cut from a different cloth. You know, his ability is genetic, bro. This dude's generational type of fighter in Tim Zoo. You know what I'm saying? So at first, when I first heard about the Keith Thurman Zoo fight, I was excited, but I was more excited about Rolly Romero against Pitbull. I like that fight. 2 bangers. You know, I thought that was gonna be the fight of the night. Now I don't know. I like them both. They're like a toss-up, man, because Pitbull, that little scrappy bastard, he comes straight at you. He bringing the heat all the time. And Rolly Romero, he got like that dum-dum strength, you know, like that movie Life. He got that dum-dum strength, you know, like they can't get right. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Pitbull looked like he's training this fight on some extra. So I hope he don't think it's a walk in the park, because he's treating him like he's like he says these things. You know, this is what gets me mad, or not mad. I just get distasteful when Thurman was talking about, when you fight your opponent, you gotta watch what you say and how you say it. Once you start disrespecting the man, you better back it up, because when you lose, and depending how you lose, after you said this and that, come on, bro, what does that make you look like? And then Rolly got knocked out crazy by Tank, and now he's talking like he knocked out Tank. He better not get knocked out by this dude, because he'll be a clown. I already called him a clown anyway, because I don't like the way he carries himself. But hopefully, again, status-wise with his reach, Pitbull shouldn't be able to touch him. But if he says he's going right at him the way he says he does, Pitbull's not just going to sit there and get hit. He's going to hit back, bro. And it's not going to be one. It's going to be a couple. He throws combinations, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that Pitbull has an explosive. He throws punches. He's very aggressive. And you know, I know that you know Rolly Romero through your son in Vegas and some of the people he's worked with. Do you think that now he's changed trainers, he may be better, or maybe he take a step back and maybe be worse because he's trying to learn a new system, or maybe the coach is fine-tuning what he does already and enhancing it? Do you think that's going to be a factor in the fight?
Good question. Good question, because he gets this guy, goes back with him. He calls him as his first coach. Why didn't he stay with him? Why, if that was his first coach and he was so great, why didn't he stay with him?
Well, listen,
answer me that.
We got William Vargas saying, "How you doing, my brothers?" Listen, I'm excited to see that fight. That Gotti's coming up pretty soon. He set me straight. Now I'm excited. I'm doing my little investigation. There's some real shit going on. William Vargas, Coach Vargas, man.
Papito Vargas.
He just second your notion. He said, no disrespect to Rolly, but he agrees with you, right? Rolly's a clown.
Come on, man. Listen, at the end of the day, my son don't want me to say this, but what I didn't like about him, he wanted to slam my son on the floor. How I know this? Because he said it to his dad in Spanish. How I know this? My son's girl speaks in Spanish. She told me right away. And I said, if that happens, he ain't fighting no more.
Hey, listen, I'm not going to tell you this right now, man, but who you got? Pitbull, and I hope you don't see the comment yet. Who do you got in the fight between Pitbull and Rolly? And then I'm going to tell you my prediction, and I'm going to tell you Coach Vargas' opinion. Take Pitbull and
You
Rolly.
want who you want? Me?
Yeah. Who you got?
I got Pitbull, man. Win or lose, I got Pitbull. I ain't a Rolly fan. Fan.
Yeah. Me too, man. I want to see this kid catch a break, man. You got Pitbull by KO, William Vargas. He didn't say around, but he said he's gonna knock him out, which is good.
Remember what I said, homie? Let me hold that thought. Remember I told you, you hit him in the mouth and you stop him from going. I don't think he can throw punches. That's what I would tell Pitbull. Hit him in the mouth.
He gonna
by the way.
Hey, Coach Lou, what's up, baby? My family, Latin American boxing players. Where you at, Lou? You supposed to be here with us, man. What's going on? Chime in, get with us, my brother. Sakura's waiting for you. Yeah, listen, man. I really have grown up. Oh, there they go. There goes the team. Orande, United Boxing. There we go. We got the whole fam in the house. That's what I'm talking. Hey, Sakura, put them on big. I want to see them. Nobody want to see me. I want to see them. There we go. Come on. Yeah, man.
Nice.
The newest boxing gym in Central Florida. I'm going to be up there in a few weeks. If you allow me, I would love to come down there with some of my fighters and put some work in and come pay a visit to that beautiful gym.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
You're welcome.
Always welcome. Always welcome.
Hey, listen, guys. Let's name off. Let's go from the white shirt over to the left. I think that's what I'm looking at, right?
Coach Martell.
Coach Martell.
Coach Chewy.
Coach Chewy.
Yeah, Coach Chewy.
I got you. Who's next?
Coach O.
All right. Coach O. Don't get it twisted. All right, man. So listen, man. Let's talk about this. Listen, Coach Lou, you a mainstay with us, man. You like my third cousin. You're always you're a part of the family. You know what I mean? Or maybe I'm that cousin nobody talks about, but whatever, right? Listen, let's talk about all the beautiful things you guys are doing in Leesburg. Let's talk about how you guys collaborated. Let's see how the trusted minds got together and made this beautiful gym. Because I've seen some pictures, and I'm itching to go over there and see what's up. So whoever wants to take the floor, go for yours. Let us know let us know again who you are and how this whole project started off.
The main face right here, Coach O.
Well, I'm Coach O. I couldn't do this without my wife, Carol. She's hanging over there on the sideline. But
hello, wifey.
Yeah.
She's on. She's live.
If you want to get anywhere, you got to have a strong woman behind you, and we all of us here have that. You know what I mean? But besides that, we moved down here from New York. I came down here about 5 years ago. About 5 years ago.
Guys. Hey, come on, Coach. Hey, Lou, can you turn the phone sideways? Can you turn it sideways so we can see you guys better?
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Before I was ready to start squishing your head. So so small, All right. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to see you, my brother. I want to see you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, so about 5 years ago, I moved down here to Leesburg, Central Florida, from the Bronx, New York, and just came down here just like everybody else for better life, get away from all the hustle and bustle, and it's beautiful down here. But one thing I noticed when I looked around is not a lot of things for the kids, and my love of boxing, just drew me to open up my own gym. I never thought I would. I started with no experience boxing myself, just a love for the sport. I've been watching it all my life, and I never realized how much of it I soaked up just by watching it. So when I actually, started working at the gym with someone else, and it just came natural to me, just teaching. I feel like I have good communication skills, and I'm able to teach someone what I know. So once I get something, I know it, and I all started with that. And from there, I met this gentleman right here, my right hand, my left hand, Coach Chewy. and ever since then, you know, it's been up ever since. And Coach Martell, you know, just joined us about a year ago with his son Rumble, and they both have their sons competing in the Golden Gloves this weekend and next weekend in Georgia. You know, so
Okay.
that's basically how that came about. You know, and Coach Lou, he's always been around, and finally we got him to come and join us.
Coach Lou, look, all props to all you guys. Much love. Anytime I'm trying to help some kids, I'm from the Bronx myself, Kingsbridge, Sedgwick, you know, Gun Hill Road, you name it. I was a poor kid, so I moved around a lot, you know. But
yeah, I lived on Sedgwick Avenue too. Yeah,
I went to PS 143. I mean, I'm JS 143, PS 122. I even went to JFK for a short period of time, but
wow, same school.
Saying that, you know, I'm an old head. I'm much older than all you guys there. But in saying that, man, I've been in Florida for a very long time. I had a gym in Central Florida as well at one time. Alexandra Nicole, much love, Boxing Playhouse. I was gonna say, I really commend you guys, man, because I remember when I was in the Bronx, there was a guy named Jose Melendez, a Cuban cat. I didn't really speak Spanish, you know, and he always saw me fighting and doing dumb shit, and he took me to the gym, man, you know, and I started boxing. I started doing good, you know, and I went off to do some things. And boxing, I even at my age, man, I mean, I sometimes think it saved my life. You know what I mean? Even at my age, sometimes in my 40s, man, I went to go bust somebody's ass, and you know, I just thought like the discipline in me just chilled. The only time I ever raised my hand to somebody is when they raised their hands to me, you know. But it taught me a lot of discipline. It kept me away from drugs. Ray knows me since I was 17 years old, and I've never tried anything in my life. That doesn't make me better or worse. I just tell you, and I attribute that to boxing. Boxing has always kept me. I don't know what it is, man. I was just.
Danny, it's funny you say that, Danny.
Was that?
I said it's funny you say that. Me and him was just having a conversation yesterday, and we was like, why not boxing rather than any other sport? And we came up with 1,000 reasons why boxing should be your choice of sport, man. I think there's more regulations to protect you. I just think it's a sport that shows discipline. It shows all types of things that it can show you in life, man. You can connect anything to boxing, and I bet any money bet that you can grow better as a person, not just a fighter. Not just the fighter. Yeah. And we was having a conversation about that yesterday.
And it keeps you from being a bully. It keeps you from actually being a bully. You know, something that Coach Vargas he just chimed in is something that I second. You know, he met Coach Lou at Ocala's gym. He did a training camp there with Luis Collazo, another New Yorker. You know, fellow New York City Golden Glove, former champion, unbelievable resume. You know, he says he's a really humble guy, a great young man. God bless him and his team. You know, listen, Coach O. Coach O, and I want to get him with the other guys here. Coach O, I commend you, man, because you know what it is? I'm going to tell you, sometimes I was talking to Sakura about this, and I had a chip on my shoulder that one time because I'm like, who are these people to talk about the sport that I've been in since 1989? Who are these people to do this, this, and this? But sometimes it takes a different set of lenses to see things different, to see things from a different perspective, to have an open mind. You know what I mean? Because me as a fighter, I'm running through the door first and knocking second. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you need a person to be like, not saying that you're experienced or inexperienced. I think that because your background wasn't so much in boxing, look at the gym that you have. Look at the colors. I can't wait to go there. Like I'm looking at
Jamaican, bro. He's Jamaican.
Lord, come on. Yeah, I do stuff in Jamaica, you know, and I go to Kingston. I go to Montego Bay. I got a lot of connects. I'm doing a lot of things over there. But getting back to what I was saying, I sincerely commend you because when I first moved to Central Florida, there wasn't a gym in the area where I lived at. I put a gym in my backyard, right? And then I opened up a gym with some couple guys, and we made it happen. But I know one thing: LEESBURG didn't really have nothing like that, you know. And I take my hat off to you. Much respect, my brother, and the rest of the crew right there, because y'all look like some really good gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk to the coach in the yellow. The other yellow. Chewy, what's up, baby?
Yes, sir. What's up? What's going on?
Talk to me. Tell me about who it is you are. Let the people know. Let's be the first and foremost. Let the people know where the gym is at.
I was born and raised right here in DeLand. My parents took me to Mexico at a young age. I came back by myself, and I found boxing for something to get away and do after work or school, because I had to work and go to school at the same time at a young age of 13. Just fighting, man, just fighting. You know, that's what kept me out of the streets. And I felt like whenever I stopped, I had my first kid at 17. Felt like I still needed to do something, so I started teaching in my house. You know, kids that wanted to learn. And I just kept doing that. I never left boxing at all until I met Coach O and my son. He was 6 at the time, and he just fell in love with the sport as well. And there, he's been training ever since. I joined Coach O. I joined his gym, became a coach here in this gym, and now 2-time Florida champ and going for Golden Gloves in Georgia next week. Right now, we got another one going for Golden Gloves in Hollywood, which is almost by Miami.
Yeah.
You know,
Hard Rock
just
Hotel
how
and
the story
Casino.
is. Yep. We never, like I said, I never left boxing at all. You know, since I was 13, I've been in it.
Beautiful, man. That's an awesome story, man. How old's your son now? What, like 11 years old now, 12?
He's 10. He's gonna be 11 in October.
Yeah. And what about my brother with the hat? The big dude, the big guy with the hat and the white shirt.
Monday through Friday.
The big guy.
Coach Martell. How you doing?
Sir, let people know who. I want to stop for a second. I want to keep repeating where the gym is at. I want to keep repeating your hours, and I want to keep repeating what you have to offer. And I want to start off with you. Let us know who you are, what's your involvement in boxing, and how you get together with the Fabulous Four, the Four Musketeers.
So yeah, I'm Coach Martell. Me and my son, Kid Rumble, I call him. We started out boxing. Really, for him, it was a confidence booster to keep him from. He was getting picked on, and you know, I just wanted him to know how to carry himself and how to defend himself. You know, for him to always have a high self-esteem. So we started out just training. And then once I saw his potential, you know, he actually was pretty good at it. I said, you know, let's try competing. And he just took to it pretty natural. We were actually up in the northwestern part of Florida, Panhandle, around Panama City. I don't know if you've heard of that. But about 2 years ago, we moved down here, relocated to Central Florida. And as I was getting him looking for some sparring, I came across Coach O and Coach Chewy, Coach O's gym in Leesburg, and Coach Chewy's son, and they were good work for each other. So from there, it kind of just took off, you know, just taking it day by day, training day in, day out. I get a lot of my pointers from these gentlemen here. They have a lot more experience than I do. I always just consider myself an enthusiast of the sport of boxing. I do love the sport of boxing, but I never boxed myself. So yeah, it's kind of been it. Ever since then, we came across one another. We've kind of just been hitting it off, and it became a team.
Wow, that's awesome. Listen, let me tell you something, guys. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, Chewy.
Yeah, families,
More like family.
Sir, boxing is family, you know, and that's why we call our gym United, because we're a family, and we consider the whole boxing world a family. So we treat other coaches, other gyms with the same respect that we treat our fighters. You know,
Can I give you guys some advice? Can I give you guys some advice? I opened up one of the first places in Central Florida. I won't name it, you know, and I had a pretty cool group of guys, you know, and at some point during the time, my career started taking off, and things started happening for me, you know. And I love these individuals, and I say the word love because boxers are very emotional. Boxers are they get in their heads a lot, you know. We doubt ourselves, we doubt people, we have confidence, we have emotional drives. That's why we suffer from head issues and we're bananas, right? But always have a conversation, man. Don't ever keep something in. Don't ever, you know, like, oh man, this dude, just put it out on the table, bro, because, you know, it's hard to find good friends. You guys look like a really good team. Look, I don't know many of you guys. I'm real good friends with Coach Lou. He worked the corner. I'm going to kidnap him and take him to Miami on May 31st so my kids have eliminated, you know. But I'm going to give you advice. When you have a gym and it looks like a beautiful gym, you guys the core four, you know, communicate all the time. Don't tell another person what you should be telling that person, because it gets distorted. It gets, you know, it gets crazy, man. And then you could break up a great thing. And I see the family, I see the love, and I love the energy, man. And you know, again, I want you guys, Coach O, I want you to tell everybody where your gym is at, and let's talk more about it. How many bags you have in there? You know, how many speed bags? Are there showers? Let's talk about it.
What up, Ray? My boy Ray.
We just about have everything in here except for the shower though. We have 2 bag racks, we have water bags, we got speed bags, we have 3 speed bags on the wall, we have uppercut bags, we got 4 uppercut bags, we got spar bars,
Everything you need.
everything you need. We got the Cobra bag. We just got donated a brand new Cobra bag. We work with a lot of tires, we do a lot of road work. We go outside. We're in the mall in Lake Square Mall in Leesburg. So
Wow.
we run outside in the parking lot. We run laps around the mall. It's about a mile. So when the guys go out for a run, they run around the entire mall. We get good work. And we're inside of the mall. So you know when the parents drop the kids off, they can go get their nails done, go get a drink at the bar. You know, go shopping at Strawberries.
I got my hair cut before I came over here, right around the corner.
We got a nice.
All right.
Out there. You know, we got Publix nearby and a bunch of stuff. You know, so it's a nice, safe place. We got air conditioning, which I don't really like too much. I like it hot, but you know.
Oh, it's hot in here. It's hot in here right now. They ain't see you running.
All right. Hey, Ray, you want to get in on this a little bit? I got a lot of stuff to ask him. I want to say real quick, Coach William Vargas, he has the same model, the same desire that you guys have. He likes to go into the streets. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, to get kids off the streets from selling drugs and doing the bad things and going the wrong way, man. And anybody that's doing that, anybody, be it you or anybody else, man, you always have my love and support. And you got a fan here. And like I said, when I get over there, man, I'm going to be waiting outside till that door opens up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll make sure I get here before you.
All right. Listen, while Ray's looking at his information here, let's talk about a few fights. Obviously, I want to go down the line. Who you picking? We're gonna go down first. We're gonna go with Coach on here with the white shirt. I want to go with Jake Paul and Tyson. Let's go with the first one.
You know, I gotta go with Mike. I gotta go with the true boxing.
Do you think it's gonna be a real fight or an exhibition, or are they just gonna take it to the bank?
Knowing Mike Tyson, it's gonna be a real fight.
Okay, okay.
I don't think he's doing it for the money. I don't think he's doing it for attention. Mike, I think we all know Mike Tyson is a real boxer. He doesn't play or take losses or take a bag to take a L. It's gonna be a real fight for Jake.
I'm looking at everything. I'm gonna ask you guys. So we have a great fight week. We got Vargas. We got Jake Paul. Do you guys? I want to go first to the next one. Who do you have first? Who do you have first, Coach Chewy?
Coach Chewy, me? Nothing against Mike. No, I love Mike. I'm a fan of Mike. He's strong. He had the speed. At one time, he was the baddest man on the planet, you know. But his age, man, his age. I just got my doubts on his age. Almost hitting 60. I don't think he's gonna be the same Mike when he was a killer back then. You know, of course not. Jake Paul, he don't got the skills, but he is young and he is strong. I'm pretty sure his reflexes are gonna play a factor in this fight.
Youth always prevails.
We'll see. I think Jake Paul's gonna take it because Mike Tyson. I think he's gonna get tired.
Okay, Coach O. Let's see what's up. BX, let's go, baby.
Oh, well, you know, I got to go with New York, Brooklyn. The projects of Brooklyn, you know. I mean, I know what that's like. I know the type of people that come from there.
Yeah.
And, you know, they might be old, but trust me, they don't get old like that. So
do you think he remembers what it's like to be in Brooklyn, though? Do you think he remembers what it's like to be in Brownsville? I mean, his first call was a Cadillac. You know what I mean? You do understand that.
He's still dope. Mike Tyson is still that dog. He's still that dog. It's still in him. It's gonna come out. And all jokes aside, I think I love Jake Paul. I love what he's doing for the sport. I think he's the best thing that happened to boxing in the last 10 years at least. With that being said, I consider him to be an amateur boxer with maybe 6 fights. and I think Mike Tyson could beat an amateur boxer with 6 fights right now.
Hey,
I think
Coach
he could
Lou.
wake up out of his sleep.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I don't see how Jake Paul can withstand a Mike Tyson attack. I don't. It's gonna be Mike Tyson attacking and Jake Paul trying to defend that, and I don't see him doing that, stopping Mike for more than a round. So I'm gonna say Mike Tyson first round is over.
Okay, Coach Lou. Coach Lou, you hear me?
Listen, man.
I got love for you, but you're biased. I'm not gonna ask you a question. Forget about that. All right. Now go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
I'm not on any side. I'm on the side of boxing when it comes to this fight, because what this fight is gonna do for boxing, that's what people are missing. It doesn't matter whether Jake Paul or Mike Tyson wins or lose. It don't matter. This thing is on Netflix, my man. Do you not know what the views are gonna be like? This is a money grab. This is a money grab not for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. This is a money grab for everybody that's coming after them. That's gonna be fighting on pay-per-view, or anybody that's promoted by Jake Paul.
Hey, listen.
That's it. That's it, man. That's what it is.
You're right. Did you read this? That Jake Paul now trains Olympic training with the Olympic training team for the Mike Tyson fight. I mean, this dude is well, first and foremost, he's taking it serious, right? Because you have to take Mike serious. Second of all, he's bringing more eyes, more support, more sponsors, more attention to amateur boxing. I mean, how can you beat that?
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
That's insane. Look, and Amanda Serrano's making some serious paper, bro, and you gotta love that.
What? He's the first millionaire, multi-millionaire.
Yeah. Listen, let's go real quick. I got ready to chime in.
Day one of training.
Psych! You really thought I was partying? We out here, high altitude, Colorado Springs, Olympia's Team USA Boxing. Let's get it. Let's go.
Real quick. Look at this, man. What do you think? I'm going to run through this real quick. What do you think about Canelo? Some people are saying he's ducking Benavidez. Do you think he's just waiting for that bag? I mean, $200 million. If he can negotiate it and he can get it, why not hold off? Maybe Benavidez, beats him and knocks him out. But that $200 million payday, that's a nice little cushion to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? That's like some generational shit.
And he's still not going with it.
You don't think he'd get that money?
I think he'll take it.
What about the other guys? You think? Listen, you think it's smart for him to wait for that money? You think it's smart for him to wait for that money?
Listen, they were saying the same thing about Triple G. They were saying the exact same thing about Triple G. He ended up taking it, rematching him, and then doing a trilogy against him. He's just waiting for the perfect opportunity to get that perfect payday, and he's going for it.
And then finally, we I want to just add this one last question before Coach Ray gets on. One time our Tampa St. Pete kid, he pulled out a fight, he had an injury. So you got Tim Tszyu fighting from Dora, man. Listen, you got the Eiffel Tower fighting like a little Smurf house. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you got in that? I already said my pick on the Pitbull Rolly situation. I like those fights. I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be a barn burner, and nobody's going to distance. That's my prediction. What do you think?
Fundura, if he brushes up on his mistake he made on that last fight that he got knocked out, Fundura wins that fight, and he's going to win it by devastation. He's knocking him out.
Okay,
that dude is special. With his height alone, he's an animal. He's just a creature.
It's like a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Pitbull and Rolly?
I gotta go. I'm going Rolly. I'm going Rolly. I'm Team Rolly. He's the real version of Jake Paul. He's like the.
Listen, I'm going with his brother. His brother cousin from another mother, Pitbull.
What about Coach over there on the end? Who you got in those two fights? Pitbull, Rolly.
I'm picking Rolly too. I know Pitbull is no slouch. Pitbull is he's no joke. Very compact, very powerful.
Push-ups.
Very powerful. I just think Rolly might have his number. if he can
Listen,
not leave himself
He
open
got
in
that
those
dum-dum strength.
exchanges.
He got that dum-dum strength.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He just
He
gotta
like
not
can't get
leave
right.
himself open when he's exchanging.
yeah, I'm picking Rolly because I think he's good for boxing. I think he's a good trash talker and he brings a lot of attention to the sport.
Best comment. What they call him?
You know,
Best comment.
Yeah. You know, I mean, Pitbull is no joke. He's a savage. He's supposed to win the fight, but the way if Rolly fights the way he fought Tank, he has a chance. He has a chance.
All right, Ray. Let's go. Let's see what you
Yeah.
got, Ray. Let's end this show. Let's see what we got. Ron and Blair. Go from there. Go ahead. Go.
All right, well, hold on. I got my notes here, so I'm ready to talk. You ready?
You can have it.
All right. First of all, I like what I see here. I see 4 guys, right? One is the jab, one is the right hand, one is the left hook, and the right hand. That's 4. Then I see 4 poles, 4 corners. Each of your guys are the 4 corners of that gym, right? You hear me, right? That's 4. Okay, now when I try to get you on Instagram and I hit United, what is the full name of your gym? United what?
Boxing Club.
You know how many came up on IG? A lot. But this is up to y'all. Because this is what I do, this is what I like to do. United 4 corners we stand. Boxing Club.
The name is what it is, Ray. Can't change it now.
Well, hey, I'm not changing it. I'm suggesting because when I got on Instagram, there was a lot of United, and they're not just regular United Boxing Club. They different. I'm stating my opinion. You want my opinion? I gave you. United 4 corners we stand.
Okay,
that's a nice name. There's only one United Boxing Club FL. We're in Florida.
Oh, you got FL there. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay.
That's the full name, United Boxing Club FL.
Well, that's why I asked when y'all said United Boxing Club, a lot of them came up. You got FL, salute. That's it. I still say my opinion. I still like United 4 corners we stand.
I like that.
Okay,
You can put it on the shirt. You can put it in the back of your shirt as a quote. How's that?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm only playing, man. I'm goofing, man. I'm playing.
All right. Hey, listen, guys. Before we end the show, we got about 2 minutes left. Coaches, I want you guys to all 4 of you guys to, invite people down to the gym. Let them know where you're at. Give them the address. Give them the phone numbers. Let them know what you're doing. Real quick, we got 2 minutes left. The floor is yours, man. I want to first and foremost thank you guys for being on the show. We got to do it up again. I'm going to be up in Florida in a few weeks. Maybe we can do a live show when I'm there. Have my kids come down to work out and get to meet and greet you guys, and you guys need all the love in the world because you guys are doing great and big things, and many blessings to you guys.
Thank you. We'd love to have you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Shakira. Thank you, Santana. Thank you, Boxing Playhouse, Latin America, Danny Santiago, Spanish Ray, my family. I'm going to leave it up to we're going to close out.
Yeah, we're at Lake Square Mall in Leesburg in Central Florida. We offer women's classes. We train kids 6 and up. We have the amateur boxing program. We're USA Boxing certified. We compete. We got two 10-year-olds going for the Golden Gloves this weekend, and we're very excited, and we feel like they have a strong chance of coming home with the belts. So we have a family atmosphere here, and we everybody loves each other here, and it's a great gym.
Awesome.
There's no bullying here. There's no me. Everybody's here to help each other and make each other grow and be stronger and better.
Awesome. Hey, listen, Sakura says she'd like a shirt. You guys can chime in a motto: "United we stand." That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
It's different. It's different. It's different.
Nice. It's different, but it's pretty cool. It's catchy. United we stand.
And it shows them. That's what you see when I saw all 4 of them there. That's what United we stand.
The 4 horsemen, yes, sir.
Gotta go with the picture.
So listen, guys, I want to say again for me, Spanish Ray. Oh, real quick. Bronner and Blair Cobb, they're gonna fight hopefully May 31st. Real quick, last prediction. Who you got?
Oh my God, Bronner and Blair Cobb.
I like this fight.
Andre Bronner. Who's you talking to?
Is his hand fixed? If his hand is fixed,
Yeah.
he's gonna wind it.
If he's
And he's gonna show us why he should have beat what's his name?
Maidana.
Maidana.
Okay. Well, if he trains good and is serious about coming back and not slacking, I give it to Bronner. But we'll see. It depends what Bronner shows up that night.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. I was gonna say the same thing. All depends
Yeah,
on
right.
how it shows up,
Got
man.
Just trying to get
Well,
a
listen,
check.
I'm gonna be interested in that fight because I got my kid Alexander Castro fighting on the undercard that same night for the title eliminator. So we're gonna be there. But again, I want to thank you guys. Sakura Armstrong, right here from and Spanish right here from Santa Marta, Colombia. If you guys want to come down, hit me up. God bless you guys. I'll see you
I'm
soon.
working on my passport.
Yeah, I've been hearing that like for like 2 years already.
No, I got everything squared away.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Thanks, Ray, for
Hey,
having
listen,
us.
guys.
Thank
Many
you.
blessings
All
to
right,
you guys. BX, everybody, much love. United
Right.
Boxing. Go check them out in Leesburg, Florida. Look at
Hey,
the gym. It's
Kennedy,
beautiful.
Kennedy alumni. JFK.
That's right, baby. Well, I graduated in Florida, but yeah, I went to school there for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I went to 143 too. We went to the same junior high school.
Yeah, I went to 143 and PS 122 at the bottom of the hill on Heath Avenue.
All right. Yes. Cedric Avenue.
Yes, sir.
Roosevelt
Kingsbridge.
High School.
All right, my brothers, be good.
BX.
God bless. See you next week,
The
man.
Bronx Reservoir.
Boxing Playhouse, we out.
Welcome to the house, the one they talking about. Word of mouth. The Boxing Playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.